Okay, guys, I think we missed one of our gray classes. Did we, or is this the very first gray class? Okay, we are still on the first gray class. We did a split. Sorry, guys, we had a little question about a catalog issue. Just wanted to make sure we had the correct information to give you about the names on the animals, and all was good. So we're here with the first class of the Gray Intermediate Division classes. This is the very first class of the Gray Intermediate Division classes. And if you're talking gray cattle, of course, you want to think about somebody who has produced some great gray cattle. And so we're going to do a shout out to, of course, our good friends over at Hudgens. We have the sire of the #1 ranking Brahman bull and #3 overall bull for feed efficiency in the recent GDC performance bull test. That's the Genetic Development Center performance bull test. That was JDH Mr. Doberman, so that's a bull of the Goodo division over at JD Hudgens. So make sure you stop by the Hudgens booth, find Michael Goodo, and talk to him about cattle. He is more than happy, I'm sure, to talk to you about his really great JDH Mr. Doberman So 400. That's a bull that produces some great cattle, especially when you're considering performance and how important that is. So we are in the arena, and we'd like to thank Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo for all that they've done for us so that we could be here today. Correct. Alrighty, so again, we are live. Joyce Hudgens, hey. Glad you guys are watching us. We are live, and Suzanne Lindley. Wish you could be here, Suzanne. We sure do miss you. Really miss seeing Suzanne Lindley at the shows. So we are here in the very first class of the Gray Intermediate Division. Aida, how are you? Watching from either Nicaragua or maybe in Texas. I'm not sure where you are, but wherever you are, hugs to you. All right, we're getting down. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 4 left here. 4 left that we're looking at. All right.
A good class of gray
Yannick
Roman females
Cattle
that we have in our
Company.
lineup. I think when you get to see a top 2, they're good females. Half of that wins the class for me, wins it when she walks in the arena. She's a big, broody type female with a lot of depth of heart about her. She's got a good hump placement about her. You like that length of hip she brings, thing and substance of bone, but yet with all that she maintains good quality on those feet and legs, very smooth and easy around the arena. You come to second place after a long body
That is
female.
Wesley Yannick.
She's
Congratulations.
more feminine for that head, neck, and shoulder than the hair that wins the
And then
class,
Long
but doesn't
Odeka.
have all the capaciousness I think about her when we see her today. But a nice female. I like the cleanness about her and the lines that she brings to us. The heifer in third is a more moderate type female. I think when we see her, she's got a lot of internal dimension about her and volume and capaciousness when we see her. Today she just gets she doesn't quite have as refined as a head, as feminine as the females above her, but you like the breed character she brings to us. The next heifer that comes to us is a
Hey,
modern
Sherry
type
Barner.
female. We see her today. She's got a good butt placement right above that shoulder. We see her. She's a female. When we look at her today, she has some boldness, a real pure, and some substance of bone about her. But I just need to see more of her to move her any higher in this class. The heifer that comes next is a heifer that is identical as far as her type and design as the heifer in second, but doesn't quite have the overall muscling of the females in front of her. But a neat package female, I just like to see her with more muscling and thickness in this class, but really a clean, neat heifer, clean to that lead up and that underline. We get them down to the females in the class. I think they're powerful females, some of them. Some of them, they've got the structure about them. They just need more muscle and thickness to compete any higher in this class.
We appreciate your review of our Class 9 Mrs. Warner, and we'll have those results for you here in just a few moments. We'll be ready to begin our Class 10 Gray Brahman females. This will be final call.
Okay, so our class winner there was Miss WJ Eva 288 over 8. This is going to be a Wesleyonic entry, and this is a daughter of Mr. V8 458 over 7 out of Miss SG Remy. So congratulations to our good friends at Yannick Cattle for having that win in a very large intermediate grade class. And in second, I'm going to have to go to Mandy and find out. We didn't hear who was second. Oh wait, it was a La Muneca entry. So we're going to look through here and see if we have more than one La Muneca entry. And I'm going to bet it was an LMC LF Cold Cocoa 185 over 8. That is a La Muneca Cattle Company entry. That's going to be a Mr. V8 733 over 7 daughter out of the Miss SNS Serena. Am I correct? 936? Oops, I'm wrong. Was it 936? It was 6. Oh, I was wrong. All right, second was 936. We did have La Muneca on the stick, but it was named Miss 4F. So again, it is going to be that 4F Cattle Company, Miss 4F Cold 54 over 8. That's going to be a Mr. V8 733 over 7 daughter out of Lady H. Lucia Manso. So congratulations to them. Hey Brianna, glad you are watching us. Okay guys, this is a big intermediate class. This is our second class of gray intermediate females.
288 over 8. Taking second in the class is 936. La Muneca Cattle Company and Cecilia Guerrero.
And while he's sorting through these, we're just going to remind everybody as we see this Hudgens bred female walk through that Hudgens is having a social this Saturday from 2 until 6 p.m. in Hungerford, Texas. So don't miss that J.D. Hudgens Traditions Social, March 7th from 2 to 6 p.m. And you can stop by the Hudgens booth and visit with them and talk to them about it and find out some more information. And of course, we also need to thank Elgin Breeding Service. You need to go see them. They're here on the outside by the vendor area. So we want to remind people that they need to go visit with Elgin Breeding Service. They do a tremendous job with the bulls that they collect. And we also have seen some tremendous cattle being shown by B.R. Contraire. B.R. Contraire, where great cows make the difference. That's Brandon and Rachel Contraire. They have home of 13 national, international, brand or reserve grade champion females just in the last 10 years alone. So Rachel and Brandon Contraire, we know that they do just a tremendous job, and you can go see Rachel and the whole family probably over there in the blue section. Rachel and hey Brianna, Rachel and Brandon are going to be in there in that blue section right behind the superintendent's office over by the photo area on the row right behind Moreno, and I think it's called row D. So that's Rachel and Brandon Contraire. They do a great job on their breeding program. They've already had some wins here. They had the reserve champion get a sire with the Noble Bull. They also had a big class win in the calf division. So we have to say Houston's just such a tough show. They do a tremendous job, so make sure you stop by and see them. And again, we're on the second class. I had to look at Mandy and make sure I was saying right. We are on class 10 of the gray females. This is class 10 of the gray females. This is the gray intermediate division. The judge has already kind of shortened up his list and gone through some of the cattle and gotten it to where we have fewer to look at for the final judging. I can see over there that we have some Hudgens, we have Bullseye Ranch, we have some Moreno entries, 4D cattle, it's Darby's, so some great looking cattle. We have one of the carrier boys there on the stick for Bullseye Ranch. We have one of our smallest show people too, which we love, and I have a feeling that that is the graduate daughter that he has shown before. I think they were reserve grand champion there at the Fort Worth Stock Show. So some really nice cattle here today. Hey Jacob Pryor, how are you? And Howdy Smith too. Hey Kat, glad you are joining us. Kat is either in the stands or sitting there back at the V8 booth, one of the two. I'm not really sure where she is. We saw her earlier today as they showed that Get of Sire championship. The Get of Sire champion was none other than 380, the machine. So V8 Ranch, of course, doesn't really need a whole lot of introduction, but we thought we'd throw up their family photo because we just think this is tremendous. They're a great ranching family. They're one family, one herd, one passion. You can buy things at their store online at V8 Ranch. So they have some really cool, fun stuff that you can shop online. So shop their store at V8 Ranch, shop v8ranch.com, and you can buy some really cool stuff. So stop by, swing by their booth too, because I would bet that you could visit with them at the booth about, you know, cattle and good V8 swag gear and all kinds of stuff. So again, we're in the gray intermediate division classes. A lot of cattle to go through here, and as the judge does his job, what he's doing, this is Pasquale Swanner judging. So what he's going to do, hey Freddie, how are you? What Pasquale's going to do is he will keep pulling his cattle and leave the ones that he is actually going to kind of pin at the very top. He's going to place at the top of the class. So, and of course I see Bullseye Ranch there. So Bullseye Ranch, they're going to have a heifer sale, and they have picked some of their top cattle. Bullseye Ranch is family owned and operated. That's Derek Smith in the red shirt that you were just seeing when I was showing the live feed, and he does a great job showing for his family. Bullseye Ranch, they have a spring heifer online sale, and that's going to be April 15 to 16, and they have selected 10 of their top females. So make sure you look at that, and that's going to be on Cattle in Motion there in April. It's a beautiful female walking right through there. I believe that is the graduate daughter that was reserve grand champion at Fort Worth. He's going to be 5th here out of a really hard class. So that is pretty cool. We have Bullseye Ranch, we have Moreno, and we have 4D cattle. So Moreno Ranches is going to be first, 4D cattle is going to be second.
When you look at the overall volume, the capacity and balance, this great female has it in this class and puts it all together. When you get her stuck and she looks at you, she's really a beautiful profiling female when you analyze this female. She's got some depth of body and boldness of rib about her. You like the breed character she brings out to you, the pigmentation of those ears, and just a neat package, I think, with a lot of production about her. We come to the heifer in second. I like the female. She's very classy and eye-beating. She's got some more boldness and real pure than the heifer in second. She's a female beat. She's got a little more cylinder in her overall makeup and type and design to beat the heifer in first. But a neat female with a lot of
joining us in Holly
down that loin. You come to the heifer in third, and she's a female. When you look at her, you like her. She's a good profiling female for me. When you see her substance of bone, I think when we get her a little heavier brand and she gets more growth in her, she'll be powerful in this class. But today, for me, she just doesn't quite have the overall muscle and thickness from Indiana to be any higher. The next heifer that comes up really fits the design of the heifer in first place. But I think when you get to looking at this female and we get behind her on that rear view, she doesn't quite have the overall muscle and thickness of the heifers in front of her. But a nice female, you like her elongation of neck she possesses. The young man comes up to the next heifer, did a great job of showing her. Female, you look at her today, just a cow when you look at her. She's very broody in her makeup and type and design. We just might want to clean her up in that new lap and brisket area and just get her more refined and more feminine in that head when we see her to compete any higher. But a good class of females from top to bottom. Thank you, exhibitors.
Alrighty, our class winner was Moreno Miss Lady Vanna, 972 over 1. This is going to be a Mr. V8 604 over 7 daughter out of Miss BF 201 over 9. So that was the class winner. And then in second, we had the Darby entry, Dusty Darby entry. This is going to be Miss 4D Tori 105 over 8. This is Miss 4D Tori 105 over 8. And this is a Mr. BER Cash daughter out of Lady H JC Manso. So we've got some Bullseye Ranch going on in there. The owner, of course, is Kelsey Midkiff. So this is a 4D Ranch entry exhibited by and owned by Kelsey Midkiff. So congratulations to those guys.
Their female, Lady Vienna, 972 over 1. Second in the class went to...
And we are on our third of 4 classes in the gray intermediate division. The third of 4 classes in the gray intermediate division. And thank you, Amanda Sharp, for joining us. Tyson Ward, Adrian Land jumped back on with us. Thanks so much for joining us. We're in the third of 4 classes of intermediate gray females. Shout out to the Hammonds crew, Ricky Hammonds and his crew. They do a great job of showing, and also they did a great job of helping us, along with Carrier Cattle Company, of getting 4,000 pounds of March editions of the magazine into the building and distributed. So can't say enough thank you to the Carrier Cattle Company crew, the Young Carrier boys, and of course to Ricky Hammonds and his whole crew. They were a huge help. We could not do it without the help of the breeders. Again, we had 4,000 pounds of magazines delivered, and We had some young people helping us. I was moving boxes. Everybody on the team was moving boxes. And you need a March edition of the magazine, we have it for you, and we have some great articles in there too. While the judge is walking through looking at these females, we're going to remind you again about that JDH Mr. Dover Manso. He is a great sire. If you're looking for some performance in your cattle, think JDH Dover. Okay, we are back with the, they're judging and they're walking the cattle. So as we were discussing, that JDH Mr. Dover Manso 400 over 0, we have a really cool article in the March edition of the Brahman Journal talking about the feed efficiency testing that ST Genetics does over at their Genetic Development Center. So JDH Mr. Dover Manso is a bull that is owned by the J.D. Hudgens Inc., the Godot division, and he is the sire of the #1 ranking Brahman bull and the #3 overall bull. They had hundreds of bulls in this test, and he was #3, the top Brahman, but #3 overall amongst all the breeds they had for feed efficiency in the recent performance bull test. It talks about how Michael Godot is a big believer in that testing, and he really thinks it helps with his program, kind of pinpointing his really great performance genetics. This is not red, this is gray. So we are in the gray intermediate division. We have a few left here. We got 6 or 7. Hey Chad, glad you could join us. We have about 5 left as the judge goes through and talks about makes his decision. We're going to thank again B.R. Cotrere, that is Brandon Rachel Cotrere. They have helped sponsor us so we can be here on the floor in the arena. They have Brahman bulls for sale at the ranch and bowling, and they are featuring more data than any bulls of the breed, including genomically enhanced EPDs. So go visit with Brandon or Rachel over at their booth there in the blue section on row D. And we are down to the top 3. We are down to the top 3 in this gray intermediate division class. Top 3 cattle. So we now have our first, our second, and our third. We're not sure what order they'll go in, but we do have our first, second, and third. And it looks like 5H. Is he walking them or did he
Another
place
good
them?
set of great
He placed
females in
them.
this
We have
class.
Moreno
These top three
Ranches in
that's on the
first.
side view. You can change them up if you like, but I think right here we've got a pretty good placing. The hair that comes to the top is the longest hip pepper in the class. When you look at her, she's really smooth and elongated in that head, neck, and shoulder region. You like the breeding that she brings to you. She's got some depth of rib inside about her. She has some substance of bone. Has a good sound put about her. Very fluid and easy on the movement when you see her on the move. The heifer in second, very pretty female, eye-pinning female. A female that's got a good hip in her when you look at her. I think when we see her on the move,
Yeah,
we
that's
just like
second.
to stretch her out. It's
We
here
had,
to cover her tracks
Moreno
a bit more,
Ranches
but
was
a powerful
first.
female in that top when we look at
Then
her.
we had 1, 3,
The next heifer that comes up
second.
to is the gray
We'll
female.
tell you a little
Another
bit about
heifer with
them
an
here
extension of
shortly.
spine curve when we're looking at her. She's got some volume and capacity and broodiness. I think today when I see her get on that rear view, there's just not quite the muscle in that lower 1/3 muscle quarter as the heifers in front of her, but a powerful female when we get to looking at her. The next female that comes up to us, a young lady does a nice job representing her. She shows well. I think when we get her on the move, she goes kind of open behind that shoulder. I just like to give her some more depth of heart to be any higher in this class. The next female that comes up to us is a female when we look at her has some depth of side. I just like to see her have some more neck about her. When we look at her, she's a little shorter than head, neck, and shoulder area when we see her today. As we go on down the line, the females, we like to change up some types and kinds. Probably add some more muscling and condition to some of these at the bottom of the class. But a good set of females in that top 4. Congratulations to those exhibitors.
Alrighty, in the winner of the class was Moreno Miss
Thank
Lady
you, Ms.
Beatrice.
Warner, for the overview
Lady
of
Miss
our placings here
Moreno
in
Miss Lady
class 11.
Beatrice is a TTT
Next in the
Suvabob
arena
Manso
will
daughter
be
out of
class
Miss
12.
BF
This will be
201/9.
class
Of
of
course, that's a
our
Moreno Ranch
third
entry.
division
And in
intermediate.
second, we had
We have 31
the
men moving in.
lovely Lauren Bolchik showing.
This class
She is the owner of this Miss WCC 325/8. This is going to be unique. This is a Mr. WCC Maximus daughter. So WCC Miss Maximus Rojo. He's red, but clearly she was able to show in the gray because she got color classified. So clearly WCC Maximus can go either way, gray or red. So think about that, guys. And the dam of that one is CT Miss Lola 110. So that was the Lauren Bolchik entry with low on the stick there.
Your third place went to 649, Bedford Livestock Services, showing for Brian Harris of Bryan, Texas. Fourth to
And we have
804, 4D Cattle Company, exhibiting for owner Kelsey Midcap.
Class number 12 is a very large class.
1061.
So as you can see, the judge has already pulled one into the center. When he pulls them into the center, guys, hey Hannah, glad to see you join us. When he pulls them into the center, he's wanting to keep them so that they can continue to judge.
Ginyard, Texas. Seventh in the class went to 1144. Smith Robbins, Cody Collins, the owner, American, Louisiana. Our eighth place to 854. Joyce Custom Fitters, showing for Carly Joyce, Wharton, Texas. Your ninth place to 1234. Thomason Farms, Coach and Thomason, the owner, Anderson, Texas. And 10th place award is at 803. That's Nathan Martin, owner and exhibitor, Buda, Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in giving these youngsters and open show exhibitors who are being excused from the arena a round of applause and appreciation for bringing us a really great set of cattle. They got caught up in a really large class. And thank y'all for being with us here in Houston. Hope to see you back again next year.
Hey Jerry Lang, glad to see you join us. Iran is there watching from the Brahman Journal booth. This is a split class. We had the judge went through and pulled the ones that he wanted to judge and has them there on the side, and he'll be checking those, and he excused the rest of the class. This is the last class of the gray intermediate. We're going to be closing down this class a little bit early so that the whole video will load, because last time we kind of missed some of the loading period of time. So we kind of have to do that so we can hit that championship drive. So we're actually going to go ahead and shut down this class, and we'll come back with those when he gets a little closer to making his decision. So we're going to shut down the video. Alrighty, we are back live. We were able to get that to load really quickly. Earlier today we had some problems with the calf class, the gray calf class loading, because it was such a long morning. So so much had to load. So we kind of did a close down and a restart, and that way we'll be able to keep all of our video. So we are here in the gray intermediate division class. This is the last class of the gray intermediate division. Nancy's watching us. Now you're watching us. I think your kiddo just did really good. Okay, Tyler Cohen and Misty Reese and Joyce, Misty's watching, so glad to see you guys watching. Maciel is watching too. Glad to see Maciel watching from Nicaragua. So Luann Williams is watching. Glad to see Luann watching. And Jim is in this class, so that might be why. And Holly's watching. Thank you guys for watching. So we, while they're kind of making some decisions about that, we'll just do a little shout out to V8 Ranch. V8 Ranch, I really like this saying that Jim had, so we'll just kind of look at it. It says the magic is in the cows. That is a Jim Williams saying, and he is in the ring with us today, and so that's pretty cool. And of course, you can go shop online at their online store at V8 Ranch. And you know, they're just a tremendous family, so go support V8 Ranch. They're right across the hall from the Brahman Journal. Right across the hall from the Brahman Journal. Let's go back live in the arena here. Hey Karen, glad to see you join us here. A lot of cattle that are showing. Some really great cattle. We are here in the gray intermediate division classes, the gray intermediate division classes here. We have some V8 cattle showing, and really doing a great job. And I see a Ricky Hammonds entry down there kind of towards the end, and we want to say thank you to Ricky Hammonds and his crew for helping us get over 4,000 pounds of magazines into the barn yesterday that when they got delivered. So thank you guys. And we're also going to do a little shout out here for Mighty Mouse, and that is the Satterfield Ranch, the home of Mighty Mouse. They have semen available. I think they have some Houston semen specials. Satterfield Ranch, their stand is right there at the corner of the yellow section and the purple section. I think they're one group in. So make sure you stop by Satterfield Ranch and go visit with them. And back to the floor of the arena, which Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo has been very kind in allowing us to be here in the arena. For those of you who couldn't travel here. Hey Jennifer, how are you doing? Kind of getting down to the end of this class, so we're going to get ready for our division drives. We're going to have the gray division drive and the red division drive here shortly. Down to the top three.
And this class of great females out here for that comes to the top, I think it's really a complete female when we get to see her. And when you see her on the move and when you see her on the stand, she is what she sees. She's a complete female, very sound on her feet and legs. When we look at her, has good hump placement, just ideal on her balance and style, and just a nice production piece. We come to heifer in second. I think you really have to appreciate this female. She's a female with a lot of substance of bone about her and power about her. I think when we get to looking at her, she doesn't quite balance as easily as a heifer in first place, but if you're looking for a brood cow and to make a herd sire, there's your cow right there. She's a very impressive individual. Then we come to the heifer in third, the dark pigment female. I mean, a stylish type female, very painted. She's a female, you like the pigmentation she has about her when we see her and her substance of bone. She doesn't quite have the overall length of body of the females in front of her. The heifer next the young man has, and he does a great job of presenting her. She's a long-bodied female with a big stride about her. I think when we get behind her, we just like to see her a little more leveler across that top behind that hump. The next female comes to us is a very modern type female. I just like to stretch her out to see her go any higher in this class today. The next female that comes to us is a big rugged type individual. I think when we see her today,
and we will be back shortly with the championship drives of the red and the gray.